On Friday, former President Trump held a rally in Wilmington, North Carolina, to support Republican Senate nominee Ted Budd and other midterm election candidates. Trump slammed New York Attorney General Letitia James. James, who is a frequent target, announced this week a massive lawsuit targeting not only the former president, but 3 of his adult children and his company. Among other penalties, James is seeking to make it impossible for the named defendants to do business in the Empire State. Trump, who continually leads the 2024 Republican presidential primary polling, has routinely claimed innocence, declaring himself the victim of a witch hunt. He has integrated his anger at James in many of his recent stump speeches and claims that he is being targeted by government forces that ultimately seek to punish his political base. Critics call such claims absurd, noting that Trump has long been accused of fraudulent and unethical business practices. The 45th president is seen as a likely contender in the next presidential election, and recent polls show him highly competitive despite low approval ratings.
There's never been a president that's gone through the crap that I'm going through, left and right, left. You feel like a fighter, left and right, and then you get up and you knock the hell out of them. And I'm glad we put on the piece from Jesse Waters. You saw that just before about the document hoax. We have a document hoax. They're talking about me with documents, and then they go back over the last 5 presidents. You take a look at that hoax. There's no better example of the left's chilling obsession with targeting political opponents than the baseless, abusive, and depraved lawsuit against me, my family, my company, by the racist Attorney General of New York State, Letitia Peekaboo James. This raging maniac campaigned for office, ranting and raving about her goal. Her only goal is, we got to get Donald Trump, we got to get him. She knew nothing about me. I never heard of her. In fact, I was watching it, and I said, boy, that woman's angry. I don't think she likes me too much. All without having any evidence. She knew nothing about me. Before she had even begun her phony investigation, she went around boasting her plan to weaponize her office against me, probably working with the federal government, of course, declaring, I look forward to going into office of Attorney General, New York State, every single day and suing him. I'm going to sue him. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to be so happy because I sued him. She further screamed that his days are numbered and proclaimed that nothing else matters other than defeating Donald Trump. This is a gross prosecutorial misconduct, and it's coming in so many different forms, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's from Washington, D.C., whether it's January 6th, coming from many different forms. There's never been a period of time like this, and I thought actually because Liz Cheney was so badly defeated, I thought that January 6th would go away, and I think it is going away actually, because that really was the sentiment of a great group of people. She got, I think it was the largest defeat in the history of politics as a congressperson. And that was a referendum on what they're doing. In a fair country, instead of harassing me, the Biden Justice Department would be investigating Letitia James for her appalling and malicious abuse of power. We won't even mention Hunter. We're not going to mention that because that would be disrespectful. No, that would be disrespectful. It's too long to talk about it. We'd be talking about it. Thankfully, the latest polls show that Peekaboo James is losing to her Republican challenger this fall. He's very good, too. He's a great guy. He's a real crime fighter. And we wish Michael a lot of luck because he's representing a lot of people that want to see New York change. It's a crime-ridden place. But she doesn't just deserve to lose. She deserves to be removed from office, immediately disbarred, and banished from the legal profession forever. And that goes for others also. Because these prosecutors, these Democrats are out of control. They've gone crazy. They've gone crazy. The Republicans don't fight that way, and I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but you know what? It's a big difference. On Letitia James's watch, New York has become a cesspool of violent crime. Homicides in New York are up 52%. Robberies are up 38%. And carjackings are up, listen to this one, 286%. That's the new thing. You get in your car, oh, I love my car so much, darling. Thank you so much for buying. And then a gun goes through the window. They say, give me that car. 286% up. Rather than spending all of her time going after me and my family, Ivanka, think of it, Ivanka. Ivanka is a very good person. Don Jr., he's a good person. Eric, these are good people. This crazy radical leftist nut job, James, should be going after the killers, the gangbangers, drug dealers at MS-13, savages who are ravaging the state of New York. But the radical Democrats don't care about prosecuting violent criminals. They only care about persecuting Republicans or conservatives. We got to remember this. We got to remember. As we have seen in recent years, our opponents have shattered every principle of justice, ransacked every institution, abused every power, and unleashed every weapon of the deep state, the fake news media. And there they are right there. They're so fake. Look how many. Look how many there are. Oh. Wow. And the Silicon Valley censors, all to try and stop us, but it's not going to be easy to stop us because there's many, many more of us than there are of them. And you know, I don't even say Republicans or conservatives. I say, you know what I call us? People with common sense. People with common sense. We don't want open borders. We want low taxes. We want good education. We want military, good, strong military. We want all of the things that just common sense. It's really not conservative, Mark? I don't think so. It's common sense. But no matter what these left-wing tyrants throw at us, no matter what the sick Washington establishment does to us, we keep on going, we keep on fighting, and we keep pushing forward. We have no choice. A very wealthy and successful man saw me 2 days ago, and I talked a little bit. I don't know if anyone saw Sean Hannity last night, but for the last 2 nights, he's done an interview with me. He did very well with the ratings. He's very smart. And I told him that there was a man that came up to me, but this happens a lot. And he came up and said, you know that tractor out there? All that buzzing means is that it's going backwards, but it'll stop. It just stopped. It's amazing. That tractor's a long way. I know a lot about tractors. But a man came up to me, very successful, powerful man. And I said, how you doing? How have you been? He said, very good. But could I ask you a question? How do you take it? These fake prosecutors, you went through the impeachment, you went through this. And, you know, our poll numbers today are the strongest we've ever had. Ever, by far. He said, how do you do it? And you know what I said to him? Do I have a choice? No. These people are crazy. They're crazy. But we're on a mission to rescue the America we love and restore the republic to greatness, and we will not fail. We're not going to fail. Not going to fail. For 6 straight years, it has been one witch hunt after another. The Russia scam, remember that? Set up by the Democrats and crooked Hillary Clinton. They spied on my campaign, think of it. And it wasn't the Russians that were spying, it was the Americans that were spying. Can you imagine, take Obama, can you imagine if one of us spied on his campaign? Would they call for the death penalty or something slightly worse than that? Impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, the Unselect Committee on January 6th. It's an Unselect Committee. I love that term. I made it. You know, they call it the Select. I said, oh, I love the term Unselect. They are. That's Liz Cheney and her band of terrible people. How about Adam Crying Kinzinger? He's another great Republican. By the way, and out of the 10 that voted to impeach, 8 are gone, and the other ones will be gone very soon. These were all races that couldn't be lost, and you're going to meet a couple of people today that won. Russell, congratulations, Russell. What a good job, Russell. Where the hell is Russell? Russell Fry, what a job. He beat his opponent so badly, Rice, right? He beat him so badly that it was the biggest single defeat for a congressperson in history. Lost by 26 points. It doesn't happen, a sitting person. You know, sometimes they get out. They have scandal, they have problems, they get out. But nobody's ever lost by that much until Liz Cheney, who lost by 40 points. I'm sorry. Liz Cheney lost by 40. That's the biggest defeat. And then you turn on the fake news and they say, she's got a brilliant future. I wonder what her next move is going to be. I said, no! She lost by 40 points. They're talking about her brilliant future. She's not got a brilliant future. This week, it has even been revealed by a whistleblower that the FBI is taking resources away from fighting crime and using them for partisan political investigations to falsely label MAGA, Make America Great Again, MAGA. Remember what, they say MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. They don't want to say what it means. It means Make America Great Again, Uncle Sam. Supporters, as they want to call us, domestic terrorists. Do you believe it? I'm not a terrorist. But you know what? There's great anger in this country right now. There's great anger in this country. Never forget, all of this torment, persecution, and oppression is not happening because of anything we've done wrong. It's happening because of everything our movement is doing so right and so brilliantly.